Welcome. My name is Tal Kramer, and I'm co-owner of Avalon Property Management, and we serve North Metro Atlanta. Today's topic is investing for cash flow versus appreciation in Marietta. Which one is right for you? There are two approaches to buying rental properties. Buy with cash or get a loan, and usually that's with a minimal down payment. If you're buying with cash, then the rental income is pure cash flow. Use it for supplemental income, retirement benefits, or just build savings. If you're getting a loan, as I mentioned before, it's usually with a minimal down payment. Typically, lenders are requiring investors to put down 25% or more of the purchase price. One of the advantages is you can often buy multiple properties versus the cash approach. For example, let's say you have $100,000 in cash available and you could buy one single $100,000 property. But with the loan approach, you could buy two $200,000 properties because at a minimal 25% down payment, you could split that $100,000 into two $50,000 down payments. Always remember, the return on investment in a rental property is on the total home value, not just your original investment. What do I mean by that? If that $200,000 property goes up 10% over time, that's a $20,000 return, and you've only put down $50,000 in the first place. So that $20,000 is a 40% return on that $50,000 initial investment. You really can't beat that in most other vehicles. Maybe you already own a property that you're currently living in and you're considering converting it into a rental property. If you don't have a loan, then it's just like the cash approach. Whatever rental income you receive is pure cash flow. On the other hand, maybe you do have equity in the property, whether it's owned outright or you just have a lot of equity built up, and you don't want to tie that up by converting it into a rental property. Now is the time to consider what's called a cash out refinance. As an owner-occupant, you get the most attractive interest rates. Lenders assess risk. The people living in the properties are less risky than investors. So an owner-occupant gets the lowest interest rate, then there's a slightly higher interest rate for an investor. Do a cash-out refinance now at the best possible rates and then make this property a rental property. Now here's a tip for young adults, and I wish someone had given this to me years ago. Go ahead now, buy that starter home. You can typically get into that home for as little as 5% down. As soon as you're able to save enough money, whether it's a year or 2 years, to have a 5% down payment for the next home, rent out the first one. And do that as often as you can. And before you know it, you'll have built up a portfolio of rental properties and you'll be set for your future. And when the time comes to sell the property, Avalon Property Management has a unique advantage. We have been doing sales and property management since 1991, so we can serve you in both capacities. Come join the Avalon Property Management family. Call us today and learn why over 90% of our business is from clients who have referred their friends and family. You'll be glad you did.